Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome Jason Gintert, the co-founder of WAN Dynamics, a Nitel company, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. WAN Dynamics, who was recently purchased by Network as a Service organization Nitel, where he now serves as their Chief Solutions Officer. Since 2016, WAN Dynamics has made a name for itself, designing, implementing, and supporting complex network solutions for its base of customers. Jason has been a prominent evangelist of all things network and tech through frequently speaking at engagements such as a founder of the U.S. Networking User Association. Jason, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Thanks, Steve. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, nice to have you on, man. Congratulations. I read the press release a while back about WAN Dynamics being purchased by Nitel. Congratulations. We just recently, a couple of weeks ago, heard from CEO Margie Shaw about why that made sense for Nitel. Now I'd like to know, from your perspective, why did it make sense for WAN Dynamics?
Sure. No, happy to dive into that. And thanks again for having me on, Steve. It's really a pleasure to be here. I love your show.
Thank you.
So for those that haven't heard of us, so WAN Dynamics is a premier managed and professional network services provider. And we'd been around for about 8 years before, we were brought under the Nitel umbrella. And we have a team of really talented network engineers that assist with a wide range of network services. So, I really feel like the combination of WAN Dynamics and Nitel enhances the capabilities for both of us around delivering custom tailored managed network solutions. And the acquisition represents an opportunity to add complementary capabilities from in between our two organizations. So this includes a deep understanding of customer environments, best practices to improve customer networks, and excellence in managed and professional services, which I think we've got a pretty great reputation in the channel for the customers and the partners that we've worked with. So we intend to bring that expertise in enterprise networking to Nitel to bolster the already strong managed service offerings that they have. So we're really excited to bring these two great companies together.
Yeah, that really sounds synergistic, man. It's a win-win all the way around, and for the customer, of course. I'm curious from your perspective, since you're such a tech guy, what are some of the big challenges you find that customers have that other providers struggle to address, or that you're uniquely suited to help them with?
Yeah, great question. So, WAN Dynamics doesn't really come from a WAN, selling network services like DIA or MPLS or things like that. What we do is we integrate it and we make it all work well together. And many providers struggle with understanding the applications and infrastructure beyond the CPE, which our team understands really well, because we have years of expertise in enterprise WAN, campus networks, data center networks, cloud networks. So we understand what's behind that CPE, how to integrate it all together and view the network holistically. That really brings, when you hear the term network as a service thrown around out there, but we're going to be really able to combine forces and really create true network as a service offerings for our customers, where they can just, bring any element of the network to us to manage, and we can take it over for them.
That's great, and it's all through the channel. That's another beautiful thing about it. So let's boil it down. Let's boil it down to one thing. If there was one thing you want partners to understand about your capabilities or what you bring to the table, what would it be?
So I think with WAN Dynamics combined with Nitel, we bring to bear a wide array of services to build some comprehensive offerings for the channel. So we have SD-WAN, SASE, Global WAN, Managed Firewall, and there's many other capabilities that are coming up. So I would say to folks, stay tuned. There's a lot of exciting announcements coming from Nitel this year. But we're really bringing to bear that true network as a service, where our clients can turn to Nitel to take over whatever aspects of their network that they need handled. And because we are channel first, or we're channel only, we're able to work with our partners to figure out what components they need. So there may be services that they provide for the client today that they're happy doing, and that they can turn some of those services over to us. And there may even be an opportunity for, overflow services, maybe something that they, do a little bit of, but need a little more assistance with, that we could take over for them. So I think bringing this wide array of services to the channel, and bringing more capabilities to our partners, that's what this is all about. And I think it's going to be a great marriage.
That's great. That's great. Good summary there. Well, Jason, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and then I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now on the edge of their laptops, waiting to hear the next question. Please tell them a fun, little-known fact about yourself.
Well, I think it's sort of interesting. I'm a bit of a history buff, but so I actually live in the home of the great grandson of President James A. Garfield here in Cleveland. So we actually just moved in here last year, and it's pretty neat. The historic significance of that. So I think that's pretty cool.
Are there any remnants left of the president in the house there?
It's funny. They left behind a book of and it's not really the president himself, but the great grandson of the kind of the history of the house, and the fact that the gardens were actually designed, planned, and planted by the director of the Cleveland Botanical Gardens. And it's just really cool, the rich history of the home. And we actually found a little cubby that had all of the original blueprints for the house that were drawn up in 1929. So yeah, it's kind of a history lover's dream. There's lots of cool aspects to it, but yeah, I think that's pretty neat.
Well, how fun. What a great story, man. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jason, I know you're busy. I'm sure you got a lot of stuff on your plate right now working with Nitel. Congratulations once again. And thank you for carving out time out of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun show. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Steve. Like I said, it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And thanks for watching, everybody.